Guard of Nature, Belerick. Passive, Deadly Thorns. Every time Belerick takes a certain amount of damage, he has a chance to send a wave of deadly thorns at the nearest enemy unit, dealing magic damage. Belerick also gets bonus HP from equipment and talents that provide HP. First skill, Ancient Seed. Belerick sends out vines in the target direction, dealing magic damage and slowing enemies in their path. The vines will leave a trail of energy that explodes shortly after, dealing magic damage to enemies in range and taunting them. Second skill, Nature Strike. Belerick uses the power of nature to gain movement speed and enhance his next basic attack. This enhanced basic attack will slow and deal additional damage to the target and restore Belerick's HP. Each time Belerick's passive triggers, the cooldown of this skill will be reduced. Ultimate, Wrath of Dryad. Belerick summons vines to shoot out in all directions, dealing magic damage to enemies hit and taunting them. In the laning phase, use Belerick's second skill to get close to the opponent and slow them with an enhanced basic attack, then use his first skill to CC them. In teamfights, use Belerick's second skill to break into the enemy's formation, then use his ultimate to taunt the enemy team, and follow up with his first skill to keep them taunted. Belerick's offense is greatly boosted against enemies with fast or multi-hit attacks, since his passive will trigger much more often. But when against slow-hitting enemies, his passive will contribute much less to the fight. Upgrade Belerick's first skill at level 1 and continue to prioritize upgrading it since it's his primary CC ability, and his job is to tank and provide crowd control. Belerick's second skill will heal more when he has less HP, so try to tank as much damage as possible before using it for maximum return. Enemies taunted by Belerick will automatically move towards him if he's out of their basic attack range, so Belerick can move away after taunting enemies to draw them out of position. Because Belerick's passive grants him a bonus on the HP provided by equipment, it is much more beneficial to focus on HP equipment. Blade Armor is Belerick's core piece of equipment. Its bladed armor passive reflects damage from basic attacks and synergizes perfectly with Belerick's taunt effects to send a lot of damage back at attackers. Build Cursed Helmet in the early game to boost his HP, and Guardian Helmet in the late game for additional HP and more self-healing. We recommend the Vengeance battle spell for Belerick. Not only does it increase his survivability as a tank, it also maximizes the effects of his taunts. Belerick can also take Flicker to have a blink ability to use with his ultimate for better initiations.
Double kill. Unstoppable.
Belerick's taunts provide a lot of short-range CC, making him a great counter against squishy melee assassins like Lancelot and Ling.
Monster kill.
Belerick is countered by long-range heroes who can stay out of his reach, such as Valir and Xavier.
Enemy rampage.
Belerick works well with high sustained damage heroes who can really go to town on the enemies that he has taunted, like Mia and Nathan. In the early game, Belerick can use his second skill's enhanced basic attack on minions and creeps to recover HP, and use his first skill to help teammates quickly push lanes. In mid to late game teamfights, Belerick should hang near his team's core heroes to shut down anyone who tries to initiate on them with his CC while setting up his team to counterattack.